Hey everyone, it is Michelle Alexandria coming at you with another video. I'm going to try to do more and more videos on a regular basis. I have my YouTube studio set up. However, I look terrible these days. Work, it's work. It's work. Plus my hair is a mess and everything else. And I don't want to be on camera if I don't have to. So I'm going to try to do voiceover stuff, but it's hard to do voiceover stuff. It's hard to come up with material that's not going to get blocked and banned by YouTube. I don't know how everyone else gets away with it. I don't want to be on camera. You don't want to see me on camera. Can we all be happy together with me not being on camera? I don't think YouTube is going to let me do that. Anyway, I am in a weird mood tonight. I went out and purchased the brand new Amazon. Since I'm not buying a brand new TV this year, I'm going to wait until next year to buy my new TV. I have money burning a hole in my pocket, so I went out today and I bought a brand new iPad, 10.2 inch. I may talk about that this weekend. And I bought a Amazon Fire TV Cube. Now you're probably asking why, Michelle? Because you love your Apple TV 4K. You've done about 30 videos on your Apple TV 4K. Why are you going to the Amazon Fire TV Cube? Well, for starters, I want to try something new. I can't always use the same things. I want to try something new. I want to branch out a little bit out of my comfort zone. And also, I absolutely loathe iOS or tvOS 13. I really do. I am not a fan of the TV app. It's been buggy since tvOS 13, and I've had to reboot my service a lot. And I think the Apple TV is long in the tooth. I actually do think they're coming out with the brand new Apple TV in the next couple of weeks. I really hope they do. They're going to end up missing there's no reason why they shouldn't come out with the Apple TV in the next 2 or 3 weeks, because they're launching Apple TV Plus. They are also They also just launched Apple Arcade, so there's no reason for them not to come out with a brand new Apple TV, and I'll be all about that. But when I bought this Fire TV Cube, I knew I wasn't going to be able to completely leave the Apple TV because I'm so locked into the ecosystem, and I'm so tired of being locked into the ecosystem. I mean, I have over 1,000 movies on iTunes and 300 movies, so I would never be able to fully break away from it. But I really was hoping the Apple, first of all, I hate the name of this damn thing, the Fire TV Cube. The Fire TV Cube second generation, which just came out today. So, the reason why I never wanted to get an Amazon device is Amazon effed me years ago on hardware when they banned my account. So I've never bought another Amazon device, and I probably never will after this. And I always thought of the Fire TV as a GIMP version of Android TV. And I hate Android TV, so why would I want a GIMP version of something I've already hated? But I had hoped that maybe I was wrong, about Fire TV being a GIMP version of Android TV, but nope, I was absolutely right. This is a total GIMP version of Android TV, and I hate this thing. First of all, I absolutely adore the remote. Let me take that back. I don't adore the remote. I thought I would. I looked at it. It feels really nice in my hand. It's solid. It's pretty, but the problem is it's really clicky. I don't mind the clickiness, but it's not as fluid as, well, actually right here, it is a little bit more fluid than it was earlier today when I was clicking around it. But you have to really press the buttons really hard to get it to move around. But I have two main issues with this. One, the app selection is scary limited. Scary limited. It's basically, I would be trading one ecosystem for another, because the Fire TV basically just pushes Amazon's crap. So as much as you want to hate on Apple and being locked into the ecosystem on the Apple TV, at least you have the option to move into a lot of different stuff. You don't have all the Amazon's crap shoved in your face the way this does. I mean, look at this. This is the interface for the Fire TV stick. You have a few apps here. So you have your apps and channels here. But then as you scroll through, is all Amazon programming. Look at this. This is all Amazon programming. As you scroll through your menu and your navigation, all you see is Amazon crap. It does break up Amazon crap with some apps, but then it goes right back into Amazon stuff. And then Amazon Prime, you can actually subscribe to channels already through Amazon Prime. So you can subscribe to Showtime and HBO and so all these channels individually through the Amazon Prime app now. So, but it doesn't add anything. I guess it adds the programming to your navigation, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like how it's all like mixed together. And it's one of the reasons why I don't like the Apple TV app either is I don't like my stuff to be all mixed together and junked up together. And I like having my stuff. I hate having apps, but I also don't want all my stuff like mixed together where I won't be able to tell if I actually have the app or not. But yeah, as you scroll through this, I also don't like the fact that there's no space in. This is the OCD part of me. I don't like the fact that there's no spacing between the images. So it just makes everything look really cluttered. See how cluttered everything is? The one thing I do like about this version of Amazon Prime is that all the 4K stuff is up front in the center. It's the first thing you see. So you see all the 4K stuff. That's beautiful, because the one reason why I always hate launching the Amazon Prime app is it has this stupid thing where it separates out the 4K version from the HD version, and the 4K version of, say, Sneaky Peek is at the very bottom of the app. So you're stuck in scroll hell until you get to the 4K version of this, and you keep running over the 1080p version, and it's stupid because I don't understand why I can't just click Sneaky Peek, opening up Sneaky Peek, and this thing is fast. I love the speed of this. It's very, very fast. I like that. Like I barely clicked the button and it popped up. So you click Sneaky Peek, and I was distracted by how fast it was. But you click Sneaky Peek on it, and basically you have the 4K here. So if I click it here, I should just have the option. It should just play whatever my network supports, like every other app in the universe. It should just play the version that my network supports. I shouldn't have to go in and manually search for the 4K version versus the 1080p version. Now, on the Amazon 4K, you don't even have that option. It's all just 4K, because I'm assuming the Fire TV Cube just assumes you have a 4K TV, which I'm perfectly fine with. But yeah, Nashville. I gotta watch the last season of Nashville. Used to love that show. But yeah, look how quick this thing moves. I mean, this is fast. This is scary fast. I love this. You click it, boom. That is awesome. That is amazing, because by comparison, if I go over to my Apple TV, by comparison, if I open up Amazon Prime here on my TV, let's see how fast it switches between. I don't even know if I have my Prime Video app registered. So here. But see how slow that is? How sluggish? Well, that's not too bad. But this is what I'm talking about. So if you go over here, again, right here, Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible, Fallout, you don't see the 4K labels. You don't see the 4K stuff at all. Look, over here, this is what I'm talking about. This is what drives me absolutely crazy about Amazon Prime and why I absolutely hate looking at it. But here, for example, you have Goliath. You click on it. Oh, well, now, of course, it's doing what it's supposed to do, but normally it's the 4K. Now it's showing up in 4K HDR. Maybe they changed it since I last used it, because I generally do not look at stuff on Amazon Prime. I watch all my Amazon Prime programming through my Screeners app, but it looks like they changed it. So never mind. Never mind that rant I was going on. Never mind, people. Never mind that rant. So anyway, let's go back to the cube, the Fire Cube, and that's actually pretty fast. I'm pretty happy with the speed of that. So let's go back to the Fire Cube. Fire Cube, Fire Cube, Fire Cube. But boom, let's go back to the Fire Cube. And then, but my main issue really is, I think the app selection is really like not that good. So if you go back to the home page, you have your live apps, which include Voo, PlayStation View, Filio, Pluto, YouTube TV, Sling, Apple TV, CBS All Access, ESPN, Twitch. And these are your live. And then you have your Prime channels, which includes HBO, Showtime, Stars, Cinemax, and some sports stuff. But the thing is, there's no HBO Go, there's no Showtime anywhere. So if you have a cable subscription, you're kind of screwed, because you basically would just have to resubscribe to everything instead of like using your cable subscription to activate this stuff, which is annoying. And then you go up here, then you have your movies. So you do have access to movies anywhere on this thing, but finding apps. You see, these are all the apps that you have access to, and it's not that many. It really is not that many apps. And this is pretty sad and pathetic. You don't have that access to that many apps. I mean, you have some of your key ones, but it's missing stuff like Voodoo. It's missing Voodoo. It's missing. Rumor has it Disney Plus isn't coming, and I'm assuming you won't have Warner Max, or anything. I really would not recommend. I cannot say this strongly enough. I would not recommend the Fire TV Cube, because it's too limited. It's too janky. There's not enough to justify spending $128 on this thing. You would be better off buying the 3-year-old NVIDIA Shield. And is Android TV even a thing anymore? Because there aren't any devices around. I mean, there are Android TV devices around, but nothing is being supported anymore in the Android TV world. And I want competition. I really want competition. I don't want Apple to be the only one out there doing stuff. And I know a lot of people are probably furiously typing, "You're crazy, there's all these Android devices." But the big daddy of them all, the NVIDIA Shield, hasn't done an update in like 3 or 4 years now, or maybe 2 years, at least 3 years. But I can't really talk because there hasn't been a new Apple TV in 2 years. So what the heck's going on? I mean, you have all of these streaming services launching, but the streaming devices are falling far, far behind. And it's getting ridiculous, and I'm a little frustrated. And there's no Broadway HD. Although the Broadway HD app on Apple TV has been broken for quite a while, so I'm glad I didn't buy a full year of that like I normally do with these services where I can. Because, so you look at this, and again, in the settings, let me show you the settings real quick. The settings are pretty basic. There's nothing really to talk about with the settings. This device, the Fire TV Cube, supports full Dolby Atmos and full Dolby Vision, along with HDR, and I think HDR10 Plus it also supports. So you have your standard stuff. It's not even worth going into any of these settings, because there's really nothing to it. Like, you have your preferences. There's really nothing to it. So here, I'm going to show you. This also supports Alexa. And I'm sorry, I don't want some company listening to me. I don't really care about that. but it has of course, it supports full Alexa integration. So come out of here. So if you care about that, so you see this interface. See how cluttered everything is. Now you go over here. To the Apple TV, and I'm going to close here. Oop, let me get out of there. And this is what I like. You see, this is what I like. See how nice and smooth all of this is. See how there's spacing in between the apps. There's not a lot of clutter. You can easily read and see stuff. Not to mention, look at the huge app selection. I'm not even getting into like the private critic apps that I have access to that's not available on the Fire Cube. But then I have stuff like Funimation Now. I have Movies Anywhere. I have TNT. I have Showtime Anytime. I have HBO Go. BBC America was on the Fire TV, but I also had the Broadway channel, I have Broadway World, I have CNBC, I have Cooking TV, I have Sci-Fi channel. Sci-Fi channel was on the other one. Disney SD, doesn't matter because Disney Plus is coming in a couple of weeks. I have my yoga app, I have TBS, I have my podcast, I have my Broadway HD. Let's see if this stupid thing actually works now. I don't think it does. See? That's ridiculous. This is a paid subscription service, and the stupid app doesn't work. That's just outrageous. Outrageous. And see how fast and fluid this is? Look at this. Look at how fast and fluid this is compared to... Look at that. Look how fast and fluid that is. And then here's the Apple TV app. I may have to do a walkthrough of this, but there's so many reasons why I don't like this. But even this... See, even this design is far, far, far superior to I mean, I don't know what Amazon's thinking with this Fire Cube TV thing. First of all, the name is stupid. It doesn't work for me, and yeah. This has been a failed experiment on my part. And I'm sorry, I just don't have that much to say about this thing. And I'm going to switch back over one more time so you can see. Once again, and just to be fair, I'm going to go into here, the Apple TV. Look at that. So, look how beautiful that is. How gorgeous that is. Just look how gorgeous that is. And then let's go over here to the Fire TV for just a second. Come on. It's like night and day. It is night and day different. And if you like this, that's up to you, but I don't. And I'm returning this thing this weekend. I'll probably return it during lunch tomorrow. I'm a little disappointed because I really wanted this to work out. So anyway, talk to you guys later. Bye.